Hey friends, welcome. If you are new to the real estate market, chances are you are still a little farther away from making a move. You probably need some time to think on few important things between now and when you're ready to make the move. This important message can share with you how to profit from that period of thinking. I just call it the waiting period, meaning when you come to the market and then when you're actually going to make a move, you're going to have to wait in between for things to become clear, for you to do your research, for you to find the answers you need to find, etc., etc. Well, most people we know end up wasting that waiting period. Did you know you can actually profit from that waiting period? Well, how it's so? Let's think about this whole experience that you're going through. What most people do is they think about, I need to make a move. There is a want, a need, a desire of moving for whatever reason. Then they launch themselves into the market. They do some studying. They look at some open houses. They kind of decide what they want to do. Then eventually they think they're going to talk about money. They talk to somebody for pre-approval in there, get some more questions answered. Then eventually they call a realtor or a professional, kind of say, hey, can you help me do this transaction? Maybe you are already on that path. And if you are, that's okay. It's not too late for you to turn around. Based on my experience as an insider in the real estate, I think you ought to do it differently. As a matter of fact, you got to do it 180 degrees opposite to what you've been doing right now. Soon as you have the thought of doing something in the real estate and you're wanting to do something, first thing you got to do is look for a good professional that you can associate with, that you can connect with, and seek some guidance and help from that. See, one of the things most people think that their realtor or their mortgage professional is there to help them do the transaction. Well, did you know that doing that transaction is nothing more than filling few forms and some paperwork? That's really all it is. Like if you're going to do all the research on your own and find all the answers, and this individual is only going to help you do the transaction, well, you're paying a big bill for somebody to just fill your paperwork. I don't think you should hire a realtor or a mortgage broker just to do the transaction. That's a waste of your money. But you should hire a realtor, a professional, or a mortgage broker is based on their ability to think, based on their ability to lead you, based on their ability to network with other professionals in the industry that could benefit you. You want people who are awesome at negotiation, people who understand the physical side of the real estate, as in buying and selling of house, but also psychological side of the real estate. Because 90% of purchases happen in people's minds and emotions more than in the market. And if you don't understand that mind game, you're probably on a bit of a losing proposition with that. So I'll highly encourage you to kind of think about a professional who thinks and understands all this, and hire them based on that, based on their thinking capacity. Once you hired somebody, once you decided to connect with somebody, you ask them, hey, this is what I'm planning on doing. What are my best options? Now, while you're waiting, this individual should be going out and thinking on your behalf and probing the market on your behalf and finding some answers on your behalf alongside you. And because of his network, if he has a good, strong network, he or she, and because of who they are, based on their thinking and their experience, now you have 10 folds the answers, 10 folds the options, 10 folds the information, and all that information is simplified for you. So you don't have to use or kind of decode it on your own. It's kind of lined up properly for you along the way. And now, whenever you're ready to make that decision, you are probably 10 times more educated than whoever you're going to buy from or sell to. Especially if you have a good realtor on your end, you are putting yourself on this winning position. You see, it's the same amount of time that you're gonna spend on research and getting ready. Why not use it profitably? Now, here is the number one reason why most people do not do it. Based on my research with everyday client, when I asked him, well, why don't you do this? Does it even make sense to you? And almost 10 out of 10 say, yeah, that kind of makes sense. What you just said makes perfect sense. That's how it should be done. And then I asked him, well, why are you not doing it that way then? Well, the number one objection that comes back is, well, because said, I don't want to bother somebody. I start getting those calls. I start getting kind of feeling a little pressurized here. I feel a little obligated to kind of do something if I just call somebody. And where does all that come from? That comes from the professional you connected with. Because if you have connected with the right professional, that feeling will not be there. I guarantee you that. The feeling will be feeling of, hey, let's get you educated. Let's do some game planning. Let's do some strategy. Let's do some thinking. And we'll make the move when timing is right, when timing is to your favor. If you've connected with the right person, they're going to give you all kind of room. They're going to give you all kind of options. And they're going to give you all sorts of beliefs and values and education that you can use in your next move. If you haven't experienced that in the past, as I said, the only reason you didn't experience it, because you connected with somebody who probably understood the market really well, but he does not understand, he or she did not understand the minds really well. And you need to have both working for you, because real estate is too big of a transaction. It's probably one of the most expensive transactions you will make. Not only on one end, but almost on every end of it. If you're selling a place, let's face it, real estate commissions aren't cheap. They're very expensive. If you're buying a mortgage or getting a mortgage, well, have you ever done the math on how much interest you pay over 30 years that you carry that mortgage? Hundreds and thousands of dollars. Well, what if you're buying? Well, I know in Fraser Valley, there is nothing less than $500,000, like the very minimum two-bedroom apartments, three-bedroom apartments nowadays are touching $500,000 plus. So every end you're going to do in real estate is going to be expensive. Why would you not maximize it? Can you afford to not maximize it? So if you have someone like that who thinks in this track that I'm talking here, who has a type of network, who has our type of thinking and our type of tools and mindset of education, and building relationships with clients and helping clients kind of go through this experience in a way where they feel clear, confident, and empowered instead of just casually doing a transaction. If you don't have anyone like that, I'd encourage you to give us a call. I can't promise or I can't guarantee that we're going to be the best fit for you. As a matter of fact, we may not be. One of the things we do in our practice, we only take on clients where we really truly feel that we can truly help them out. Because our goal is not to just fill our files with clients or randomly picked clients in a way. Not that any client is a bad client as a person. Everybody has great worth and value. But we just want to make sure that we are only picking and choosing the business where we can help people thrive. Because that helps us build value-based business where we earn a lot more referrals from without having to spend a lot on marketing. And it keeps and it makes us feel as we are working with friends only and good people only, where we connect and gel together and we empower each other and we help each other get ahead, and we both come ahead in those type of transactions. So when you kind of put that kind of filter on a clientele value, and hopefully you're putting the similar kind of filter on us, the fact is we may not be the right fit for you. And if we are not, hey, no harm done. We'll certainly lead you to somewhere where there could be a better fit for you. But at least you have tried your best possible option first. And if that option wasn't available to you or wasn't most suitable for you, then you have gone to the second or third or fourth best option that way. At least you have given yourself a whole lot more opportunity before you settled for one, right? So if you are new to the market and you're gonna wait anyways, I'll encourage you to use this time of waiting profitably for you and your family. My name is Sat Manju from Sat Manju Real Estate and Mortgages. Hopefully, these insights would be some help to you. Take care.